Hey, so let's now get into the campaign part of TweetDM. So now that you've set up your leads and that you've got your inbox ready, what you can do is create a campaign. So this interface that you see here is where you'll see all your campaigns. So in this case, I just have one that's not blurred because that's the one that I'm going to be sharing. Obviously, you can try it for yourself. There's a free trial. In this case here, we can see the campaign name that I've set, who created it, the list that it's targeting, how many replies did I get in terms of reply rate, and we can see when I started it, of course. So if I get inside the campaign and I look at what it looks like, we get more information about it. We can see the scope of the campaign, which contains 33 prospects. These 33 people, we've contacted 33. They're all following me. They all have their DMs open. We received 9 replies from them, and that makes up a 27% reply rate. We can obviously see the stats hourly here, all the messages when we got replies from people. We can see that we've sent out the messages across a few hours here, and then we've been getting replies a little bit spread across. So that is pretty good. We also can see the recent threads here, all the recent messages that came through. We can also see that we have a response breakdown and like positive or negative messages. So this is an AI generated response breakdown. We're still working on it and improving it, but this is what's available right now. You also see here on the right side, you can see what happened to the campaign. You can see that I've posted a few times, changed copy as well in the settings, which updated all the prospects. And yeah, essentially this is the campaign view. We have a stage view. So this is useful once you have your campaign running and that you want to reply to people and make sure you've spoke to these people. So what you can do is hop into it and you'll have a clear understanding view of who is pending in the campaign, who hasn't been reached out to, who is currently being reached out to. If you have like a full-on automation, you can also see who replied to you, who is unresponsive, and who failed. Failure can happen if the person don't have their DMs open, or if they change their DMs open settings, or simply if there's a bug on X site. These things can happen, but it's pretty rare that you'll find a contact here, but just in case, they'll appear there. And now the most important part is how you're setting up your campaign. So here we can see that I have a limitation on my account. This limitation will be different to all your accounts and depending on the plan that you are on. So yeah, and then you can set an amount of DMs that you want to send per hour. In my case, we were just sending a blast of 33 messages, so sending more than 60 per hour wasn't a problem. I just wanted to get them all out in less than 30 minutes. We here have a schedule. If we want to follow a schedule from like sending times, we can set them up here. We below can select lists. So in my case, I just selected the list that I want to target. I can add multiple lists that I want to target. So if you have different leads that you want to target that overlap, you can just add them here. And you can also, of course, exclude people. So anyone that you have spoken to or you have that maybe already customers of you that you don't want to DM. Sometimes people will include their current followers lists and they'll only do outreach to new people. This is where you'll put that list. Below, you'll see which accounts you'll be sending the campaign from. So in my case, I have these 2 accounts linked to my TweetDM account, but I only have the Kevin Peaky, my personal account, set to send those messages. Below here, we have the steps, which is basically the copy of your campaign. So it's going to be sending a message to all these 33 prospects that I've selected here, and this is what the message is going to look like. Hey, first name, which is going to be AI generated, and the AI will figure out the first name based on their X profile. Thank you for your support, and then you can have all the text that goes in here. You also get a preview of the text here. You'll get a preview of the prospect as well, just as an example. Now, this is the first step of the campaign. What we can do is add a second step that, for instance, if that prospect don't reply on the first message, we can set a wait duration of 7 days, let's say. And if they don't reply within 7 days, we can add another step, which will be another message. Yeah, here's a little trick that you can do to just make it feel a little bit more personal. You can send one message here and then schedule just right after another message. And that could be the second message, like, hey, and that will send 2 different messages at the same time, just kind of like how you do in a normal conversation. Once you save, this will get applied to all your prospects in that campaign, and they'll receive that message. You can change messages while it's going out, and this is why we have these V1, V2, V3. This is going to track all the different variants, or should I say updates of your copy of your steps, campaign messages. Once this is done, you save it, and then you go back on the overview page and you'll see a big start campaign button, and your messages will start going out. We also have on the homepage of TweetDM, on the blog, we have a best practice guides on how to run DM campaigns, and another best practice guide a best practice guide and a tutorial on how to start from zero. I will highly recommend you to go through them. Thank you for your time, and I hope that TweetDM is a fit and that it works for you. And if you have any questions, obviously, our support is available just right here at the bottom or via email. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.